Interesting. I was curious who had restored this blasphemous tower. Machines. I see. Despite encountering the Guardians, you survived. You are a true adversary. I do not attack those who are worthy. Those who built me built the Guardians to identify a true vessel. But it's strange. The Guardians cannot function beyond the bounds of their domain. You shouldn't have encountered them at all. Not in this profane tower. The place I am tasked with protecting, the laboratory of my creators, who have since turned their gaze from it. They were afraid that one not committed to the cause would steal the vessels. That's why the Guardians were only permitted to function within the laboratory. If they left, they should have grown still, little more than ordinary statues. But too many years have passed, and countless Guardians have gone missing. Perhaps someone intentionally lured them away. Such a person might have had the means to reprogram them to attack you. Yes. But none of this changes my duty. A worthy vessel is here. I must open the door. You may pass. You and you alone. The others must remain. And especially you, the first to arrive. Your body is constructed from the technology of this place. For a moment, I was fooled. But after seeing you alongside a true vessel, you are a well-made fraud, but a fraud nonetheless. Nevertheless, I am not permitted to attack if it would risk the safety of a worthy vessel.
I thought having a vessel of the adversary here would be enough. How cruel of him. My father would be so disappointed. He went to all the trouble of rebuilding my body with technology from that laboratory, and still I was denied.
Nikki, I demand an explanation. What does it mean when it says you are a fraud? And who is this father you keep talking about?
You seem like a smart guy. Do you really not get it? Do you need me to spell it out for you? There it is. The look of a man who realizes he's been utterly duped. That's right. It was my father who built this tower. He was one of those vessels of the adversary our buddy Kalos decided was unworthy. He was just like your champion of the Alliance there.
Wait, you knew they were the adversary this whole time?
How could I not? For a while, the adversary was all anybody could talk about. I was actually hoping we'd have a chance to meet, but it never came. I guess you're a real busy person. I was waiting for you in a city near the Arcane River. You might know me by reputation. Maybe it'll help if I put this on. The name's T-Boy. I guess I'd say, compared to you folks, I'm a very ordinary person.
The name T-Boy is known to the Alliance.
I recall the reports. He's a member of the Anglo family. I heard he caused quite a bit of trouble in a city that was transported to the Arcane River from another world. Reversing gravity, confining the city's denizens to a squalid subway tunnel. Then there was that black hole he tried to create. Yes, he's been quite the nuisance. Our most recent dealings with the Angler Company were at Hotel Arcus. Isn't that right, Irina?
Yes. Senya Angler tried to buy the hotel with her company's money. And there was that whole mess with the giant robots. Thankfully, her plans were foiled.
Nothing could be more pointless than a defense system you can't control.
She gave up surprisingly easily. Maybe the hotel wasn't all she was after.
Hey! I'm standing here in the middle of my big reveal, and you're talking about my sister? Way to make a guy feel like crap. Well, you won't be for long. Not once I get what I was promised. That's right. One of the most powerful weapons this world has ever seen is standing right here. My father said it's mine for the taking. Hey, Ugly! You said my body was built with technology from that lab, right? You were right about that. But if your eyes are so sharp, how can you be blind to everything else? Did you ever stop for a second to wonder why I was built with tech from Odium?
What the heck is he doing?
Stay back. It's not safe.
This is the life code. The power of the creators.
My body was rebuilt from machines not too different from you. Almost indistinguishable from something built by the old geezers themselves. Which makes me basically a god, as far as you're concerned. For the champion of the Alliance, there sure is a lot you don't know. Anyway, does it really matter? Because only one of us is leaving here alive. Aren't you curious who will win? Come on! It'll be the ultimate thrill! Unless you're afraid. Well then, why don't we find out just how much machine the champion of the Alliance can handle? I should warn you, those walking scrap heaps you fought so far are nothing compared to us.
Butterflies, attack!
Why is it only when my body is broken that I can finally see? I guess I'm the one I should have been disappointed in. Of course. Right on cue.
Nikki,
I'm here, Father.
the door. Is it open?
Adopted or not, I'm still your son. And as I plummet slowly to my death, that's the first thing you ask. Only joking. You know I've got a twisted sense of humor. Of course you, of all people, would want to know. The thing you've waited so very long for has finally happened. Since those old geezers are off in the realm of the sages or whatever, they probably don't have a clue. And the former adversary, champion of the Alliance, isn't looking so hot. So they shouldn't be much trouble. At least for a while.
Is that so?
As for harnessing Kalos' power, I really screwed that one up. Are you disappointed in me, Father?
No. Didn't I tell you? I knew you'd be able to hack into Kalos. I'm not disappointed at all. I was right.
That's what I thought. You knew. didn't you, Father? That things would go this way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no point in lying to me now. I'm going to die here anyway, and... Can't you be honest with me just this once? Kalos' power. Once I had it in my hands, there's no way I felt like a god! You said you weren't disappointed because everything went the way you expected. You knew, didn't you, Father? You knew if I merged with the Guardian, I wouldn't be able to stop myself. Yes, of course you knew. You programmed me that way in the first place, didn't you? My greed, my impulsiveness, all of it! You were hoping I'd neutralize Kalos and slay the vessel of the adversary. Don't you think you bit off more than you could chew? You didn't even lift a finger. It took virtually dying to realize it. I always thought I behaved this way because it was just who I was. The ultimate thrill. I was stupid. I never thought for a moment that I would die. When did you make me this way? Was it when you repaired my broken body after the Arcane River? Or was it even before that? I was just a tool to you from the very beginning, wasn't I? The only thing I ever wanted was to make you proud of me! Or was that just another lie you put in my head? Say something, Father. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm talking nonsense. Please. You know whatever you say, I'll have no choice but to believe you.
Nikki,
Are you seriously worrying about other people when you can't even help yourself? How touching. I don't think there's anyone who can help you this time. So what are you gonna do? Huh. Or maybe I'm wrong. It looks like you're gonna live for a long, long time after all. I never expected to see that jerk again. Here, least of all. I guess the champion of the Alliance really is that special. I'm gonna tell you something you won't believe because... why not? You know Jaren Darmor? God King of the High Flora? I met him once. He came to us when the company first fell apart, and he talked about you. He was planning to break your precious seal stone right from the beginning, even before you reached the end of the Arcane River. If you're curious, you should go there too. To Odium. That damned place. Let's see. The angle and direction look good. Now's as good a time as any to push off, right? There are worse fates than dying alongside the champion of the Alliance, but I think I'll pass for now. Oh, and if you do meet my father, look after him, will you? And say hi to Kosim for me. No chance of them keeping their nose out of what's to come. Is what I'm feeling now real or a lie? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. In the end, it wasn't all fake, Father. And besides, It really was a thrill.